Hey everybody, got another comic book review for you today. So today I got Trinity number 28, 29, and 30. So I'm going to show you these. I read these. These are not as confusing as the last set. I found the last three very, very messed up, hard to follow. But these three are better. I probably could have just been tired when I read them, but I was like, yeah, this doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so in this one, you have Alfred, Robin, Lois, Nemesis, Donna Troy, and Kara. They're all working together in order to find Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman. So Alfred takes them to this cave where he feels that their energy is most strongest. Okay. Well, they're fighting. They're fighting each other. Their energy's most strongest, and it is a place called Happy Harbor, Rhode Island. So they're in this cave right here. That's where he feels his energy is most strongest. So Alfred, way at the beginning, like number 18, he was an archaeologist, and he found these artifacts. He found this bat statue, an S shield, and a chain that used to hold the Amazons. So he puts these things all in the cave, and they have this little seance thing. Alright. They're trying to remember. He said, just try to remember your past. Things like that. And they created this kind of this energy force field. And he's like, Bruce, I'll bring the med kit, shall I? Just focusing on things they somewhat remember. That thing with your hair, Clark. That S thing. I like it when you do that. And then you got Robin remembering Batman. Great hair. Yes, Diana. Yes, I will stand with you. And then there's Green Lantern, Manhunter, The Flash, Aquaman. And they're looking at this cave. Through them, the three of them, others, they were here. So they're remembering them. And then kind of implodes, whatever. And then they're like back in the... And they're like transported somewhere else. They're transported back in the past. And these beings are here. Or a different version of the past. Okay, because they're watching these people argue and fight amongst each other and that kind of thing. And then Kara's just telling them what they're talking about. And he's like, hey, we don't even know if we're in the right place. And he's like, guys, look at this. There's these big statues of them behind them. We're in the right place. Okay. So they're in the past, or version of the past. And there's these different creatures living in this Rhode Island, a place that would be Rhode Island. Okay, now this stuff here. These guys are working for Morgan Le Fay, so they're releasing villains out of prison. So they're releasing all these guys. I do not know any of these names. Okay, so they're releasing them. Alright, so they got half of them out. And they're like, look alive, Dreambound. Which is, I think it's this guy here. The crazy guy. Because here comes the JSI. And the Society. I know that's Flash. That's a Green Lantern. So yeah, so they come to this prison to stop them. And they're like, yeah, let's open the doorway, get out of here. So they take off. They leave half of the prisoners behind. That kind of thing. Hawkman is trying to help out. There's fights all over the place, all over the world. Skip some of this. Yada yada yada's. Okay, so Tomorrow Woman, that's Tomorrow Woman. She's going to try to stop this Dreamland guy. So this Dreamland guy is absorbing the energy and is creating this energy ripple or flux in reality. So Tomorrow Woman is trying to stop him, and she gets caught in like the energy wave, and she gets like all separated. Okay, so that is that one. And this one, number 29. Okay. It's all in the cards. So they decide to present themselves to these other creatures. Okay. Meanwhile, they're starting to remember stuff, so their powers are starting to return. Because that's Donna Troy. She's like, I can fly. How can I do this? This doesn't make sense. Okay. And then, these other creatures, they're doing a pilgrimage, right? So they agreed to take these our guys to meet their god. So they're gonna go on a pilgrimage with them. Okay, meanwhile, the world is still tearing itself apart. Tarot card girl and Charity trying to figure out what to do. What do they have to do? Alright. Yeah. So they're just like, do a reading on me. Find out what's going on. She does. And she sees these cards. Wheel of Fortune. Strength. Okay. Kind of thing. I don't think they don't know what they need to do. Okay. So. They're like, how do we stop this rift? And Lex Luthor's like, don't forget the city. Focus on why they're taking the energy. What is the energy for? He's trying to get them to convince Hawkman and whatever to forget the city. Pull everybody away from the city, let it fall. And figure out why they're trying to collect this energy source. But Hawkman doesn't listen to Lex. Alright. So Morgana's guys go hit another prison and they're trying to get somebody out of that prison. So Hawkman sends whoever is left. We got Green Arrow. This is some space guy. Not sure. Oh, right here. Black Orchid, Sky Knight. Vibe. Space Ranger, that's Space Ranger. To go stop Morgana's guys from breaking out another prison and releasing somebody. I know, there's so much going on. Okay. So this is actually Alcatraz. So they're trying to stop them from breaking into Alcatraz. So who is in Alcatraz? Okay. Space Ranger gets in Alcatraz and tells Prometheus to stop. Don't let him out. Do you know who you're releasing? Prometheus takes out Space Ranger. Takes out Space Ranger, so Space Ranger is down. And Lex is like, forget the city. Energy is what we need to... And he's like, zip it, loser. Hawkman's not listening to him. So Hawkman's like, we're saving the city. So he literally teleports all the heroes that he can reach and sends them to the city. To save the city. So, Prometheus released somebody. And we're going to find out who he released. So, Hawkman, everybody's here. It's like, how do we stop this energy wave? Energy wave. And they're trying to figure that out. Because tomorrow, woman's stuck in it. And this is who Prometheus let out. Brainiac is free. So now we got Brainiac is out with the bad guys. Like, really? So then, Tomorrow Woman, she somehow became part of it. She said, I'm connected to the rift. I am part of it. I can feel the brain trust is feeling the rift pulling away from. But I am, maybe, can push. I don't. Yes, the rift, it's imploding. Sealing back up. Metropolis is saved. And then all the rifts all around the world stop. They all shut down. And it goes back to normal. So Tomorrow Girl closed the rifts. Or Tomorrow Woman. Okay, so the rifts are shut. Now, these two. So they're still trying to figure out what to do. Fortune Girl and Tarot Card Girl. She's like, Tarot Card Girl, they need her. Both sides need her. So she decides to walk outside and where she was protected in that building and get captured by the bad team. Alright, so now the bad team has Brainiac and the tarot card person. And, yeah, okay. So, and then, okay. These people say that a journey to the gods is begin. Okay, and that's where that ends. Okay, and 30. Okay, these guys in the past, they're on their pilgrimage and they're telling Alfred and the others their story of how they found their first god. The first god. Things they've learned, things they were told. And this is their first god. The first god told them how to speak, well, I guess to speak like them, to speak English, I guess you can say. And the first god told them to dig. Alright. To dig. So they're digging in this cavern. Because this first god, one god, wants to get out. So he teaches them technology, how to speak, how to fight, how to build things. How to fight. And these are all the dead that they killed. This first god was literally a monster, and they killed each other, and wars and things like that. Okay. Alright. Because, and this is the first god. Let me out. The one god spoke. Sorry. Let me out. This is what you wanted him to dig and get him out of this, because he's in the ground there. And taught him to kill each other. And then they heard a voice. It's beautiful. And then the three gods showed up. Beauty, it was a word we had never heard before, a concept we did not understand. And then they showed up and taught them how to farm. They showed them how to showed them hope and justice and wonder. But we learned them in the time they earned their trust. Our world, our dream, our lives. All of them were beautiful. All of them. Okay, so in the past, the one god taught them everything bad. Hunting, like killing and fighting and that kind of thing. And then he vanished, and these three showed up and taught them about hope and justice and wonder. That totally changed their people. Okay, that's how they met the three. Okay, so now back to the villains. So they are all together, and Brainiac is there. So Brainiac is talking to them. They're like, how are we going to divide? How are we going to take over this world? Who's going to do what? And that kind of thing. So Brainiac's, we'll discuss this, but first we have to get rid of the imposter. That's Prometheus. Imposter? Yes. What are you? You are not the one named Prometheus. So Prometheus must be in the rubble then. It's Space Ranger. I have to admit, I was surprised even you were able to override my future tech, Brainiac. You lie. Do I? So he uses some laser thing and he escapes. So he escapes. He's teleported out by the JSI. He gets teleported out, and the Atom sneaks in. So they still have a guy on the inside. Okay. Now we gotta know what's going on here. So Morgan, Faye, and Riddler show up, and she's gonna explain the plan, and Adam's there to listen. Okay. Thoughts of the principles of tarot cards. These are similar. Okay. So they're going to set up the villains like tarot cards. Okay. So strength is Cheetah. That's Chariot is Reverse Flash. That's Randall Savage. Brainiac. Not totally sure. That's Morgan. Faye. That is Riddler. That's that Kronk guy for justice, because he's all about justice and honor and that, but he's a villain. That is, Can't think of his name. See, and so each villain is a tarot card. That's how she's kind of setting this up. So the hero, this like the plan of power, how to realign the universe. And then Hawkman is like, yes, this makes sense now, because apparently Hawkman in his past life as King Khufu wrote everything down on a scroll. So he had to answer in front of him the whole darn time. Because he thought it was just an obsession, because he started making a tarot card set too. That's Thor. And that's Loser. He's made his own tarot card set. He just thought it was some kind of obsession. He didn't know. Put the two together. So he's lining his own team of tarot card fighters, I guess you want to call them. Okay, and he's like, why can't I figure this out? Like, what is going on? And she says, perhaps I could be Assistant to Carter Hall, who I am Charity. I've been sent by a friend to help you save the world. So Charity went to the JSI. And Rita is with the villains. I think the villain team is pretty stacked right now. So yes, I really hope that made sense. But yeah, so that is 28, 29, and 30 of Trinity. Love the covers. So yeah, let me know what you think of these. There are so many characters. I just wish I knew all the characters, but there's ones in here I never even seen before. So I'm sorry if I mess up or don't know who their names are. But yeah, it's like it's pulling characters out of, like, I think Earth 2, like, you know, the multiple versions. Or stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, there's so many people I don't even know who they are. But anyways, let me know what you think of these, and later.